Hi guys, so I'm going to make a quick tutorial now showing you how to use the program. So you would be prompted here after logging in. You should go here to create new sim, and then you'll select the sim that you've created. It should always be a very small save, so that usually has like a few hundred kilobytes. And then you can input the player profile that you want to model. So for example, folding station. And then the spot that you're studying, so BB versus button, let's say for example, single ray spot. The board will be, you don't need to write the board down as it will be extracted from the sim, as you can see here. It's very important that the sim, the board in the sim is this one, Ace of Heart, Seven of Club, Deuce of Diamonds. You also have it in the written material. The next step is to click here, add new nodes, and to go to the sim, to the specific sim that you uploaded. So in this case, that would be this one. So now you go, let's say you want to model the probe, how they probe. So you'd go to any turn, go to the betting node. If there is a bet, if there is no bet node for the out of position, then you just leave it blank. You copy this, input it here, go back here. Now you go to the in position betting node. You have to click on the betting node exactly, copy paste it here. And then you can either select the run out immediately that you want to work on. You have like, I don't know, 10, 12 runouts here, but from our testing, it seems that there are only like 5 to 6 uh, runout types, and they are all covered here. So let's say blank low undercard. We click OK. Oh yeah, I forgot here we have to change the specific turn card to question mark so that it can so that the algorithm can work on multiple turns at once. It takes a few seconds to load. And then we are prompted here to the specific node. The next step is to extract the ranges from the sim. Use click actions, extract ranges from sim, select the tree that you uploaded. It takes a few seconds. Okay, now it extracted from the specific runout type that we wanted. The next step is to go to edit node lock composition. And now here you have 3 ways. You can either go by range composition, which are these 3 columns here, bet, check, raise, check, call. So this would be a hand to node type of input, where, for example, the betting range, in this case, the probing range, is made out of 34% two pair plus, 5% top pairs, etc. So for example, here ace high is just pure ace high, no draw. King high is pure king high, no draw. Nothing is nothing, no draw. And then you have the draws specifically here. So you can either input that way, or you can input by the action split of each hand class. So for example, two pair plus, you have it will bet 70% of the time. And then when it checks the other like 30% of the time, it will check raise 86% and check call 13.3. Same for the other hands. So they either, this is like how much they probe. And then when they check, this is the split. This split doesn't take into account check folding because that is something that the algorithm figures out. So if, for example, you see that it doesn't quite match what you see in the solver, you just need to do the, so for example, let's say a hand check raises 10% of the time, check calls 20% of the time, and check folds 70% of the time. What you would see here is that 10 to 20 ratio. So you would see 33% check raise, 66% check call. Okay, so after you're done modifying this, Then you go, I can just quickly show you an example here. So for example, you go here to low pair and you say, okay, I want this hand to probe 25% of the time. Click OK. All the numbers change. It doesn't match perfectly because it's an algorithm thing, let's say. And then you say, okay, but I want this hand class to check raise more, not only 28%. I wanted to check raise 22%. So you can modify that and everything will be changed, like the range composition, etc. And then you can go back here, edit composition. You would go to a different hand type. So you could say now, okay, it's low pair again because it moved up here. But anyway, you get the point. You just go to different hand classes and modify them as you want. When you're done, you click on this button here. And then you go to Actions, Advanced, Clone. So what this will do is it will clone this part of the game that you were working on. And now you just go to Edit and you can select a different runout. So now you say, okay, now I want to do blank high undercard. So this would be 10 high to king high. Click Save. Now you go to Actions, extract the ranges from the sim again. And after that, you go through the exact process of changing the hand classes. Okay, so you saw it that way, and then you can, after you do the node locking, then you can clone again, and it's like 5 or 6 of these to model the entire turn strategy. Okay, what I forgot to mention here is that you can, beyond the action splits, you can edit the overall action frequency. So let's say you want to model a guy that probes too often overall. So instead of the 15, which was extracted, you say, okay, but this guy bets 22%. And instead of check raising 5%, let's say, or maybe we can leave it like that, and we can say, okay, he probes too much and then check folds too much, which is a common leak. So you can say, okay, so 57, which is the GTO number, we say 65. So then we added 8 here, so we need to subtract 8 from this one, roughly, so like 29. Or what would be like 20, 30 to be exactly 100. There was a very slight difference there. Now I click Save. And then after you're done with all the nodes, then you go to this node hub, as I like to call it. You click on Actions, and you say Generate Node Locked Sim. And then it will take about 2 minutes per runout, and there are 52 runouts overall. So it should take about 104 minutes or 1 hour and 45 minutes or so. Let's say like 2 hours tops. And that's about it. Good luck.